Recently, what I thought to myself was, um, I'm done with my entrepreneurial journey, right? So I reset myself. Even this podcast itself has to have a courage to do that.
Yeah.
Because I thought I have already had a lot of spotlight. I've already had the limelight. The competitive spirit in me rekindled my courageous. So I'm more courageous than ever before. I'm going to make this podcast the number one podcast. And it's a healing podcast, transformational podcast, intellectual, psychological. So you don't need to go to a therapist. Just listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
So in this situation, it's not like the movie type courage because, sometimes courage we associate to being fearless. Actually, it was fearful. It was actually was shaking. But yet he took action. MindTrap.
So today we're talking about
Yes.
courage.
Yes.
Courage. And courage, we all have courage in our life, right? Different things that we've had to go through and we had to make a decision.
Yes.
Tell me about something that you went through recently where you had to use courage.
Good question. I didn't document it, but for you, I'm going to pull it up.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I think you caught me off guard on that, but that's good. I think that recently what I thought to myself was, I'm done with my entrepreneurial journey, right? And then I was trying to go on a autopilot and slow roll everything. I said, okay, I've done this, blah blah blah, right? But
You've hit all your goals in that?
Yes,
and so you're,
yeah. So I reset myself.
Ah.
And then I'm ready to go out. Like even this podcast itself has to have a courage to do that.
Yeah.
Because I thought I have already had a lot of spotlight. I've already had the limelight. Why more limelight? Why more spotlight? And so then I said, no, I'm going to double down and I'm going to do better than what I have done. The competitive spirit in me rekindled my courageous. So I'm more courageous than ever before. So I'm going to take on this world. I'm going to make this podcast the number one podcast. And it's a healing podcast, transformational podcast, intellectual, psychological. So you don't need to go to a therapist. Just listen to our podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
So
There you
if
go.
that's not courageous act, I don't know what else is.
And I feel like that's encouraging to me.
Yes.
Because, knowing where you've come from and your background, right? And all your studies and everything that you've done quite a bit. I mean, that took a lot of courage already to get to where you are now. And then you really, you don't need a podcast. You don't need to be out there, like you said, but you want to be.
Yes.
And so this is you helping others get out of their trap. This is you saying, look, I've been there, I've done that, and this is how you get out of the trap.
Yes.
How you reset your mind.
Yes.
How you challenge your mind.
Yes.
How you train your brain.
Yes.
And to me, it's like, man, we need more of this.
Yes.
And we could read self-help books. We can listen to all different sorts of things, right? But this is like real life stories.
It is.
Of people
It is.
who said, you know what? This is what worked for me.
Yes.
And then you produced a movie,
Yes.
Trap City,
Yes.
which took you out of your comfort zone, I'm
Yes.
sure, because you were what?
I didn't know anything about trap.
You didn't know anything, right? So then you had to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Listen, Daniel, I came from India. I didn't even know what the word trap was. And then I worked at Chrysler. I don't know why, Chrysler, I only know how to build cars. How am I supposed to know this? And then in the IT world, it's all about, dealing with the programmers and the coding and the development, the website, the app, this and that. Where will I learn trap?
Yeah.
But it takes an act of courage to go and explore something that you're not exposed to And now, not only I did the Trap City movie, now we are co-hosting this Mind Trap and expanding. I think to me it's an act of courage.
Oh, for sure. And it's an act of curiosity.
It is.
Right? That's another level of courage.
Yes.
It's just being curious.
Yes.
And getting out of your comfort zone.
Yes.
Because being vulnerable isn't always comfortable.
Yes.
Right? But it definitely connects you with people, humanizes you.
Yes.
Yes, you've had to use courage over and over and over again in
Yes.
your life. And then when we have this movie, Trap City, Deshaun,
Yes.
you see that through and through with his talent, him going against his family and his friends, and him having this big dream of
Yes.
being this rapper. But he kept getting stuck
It is.
with these traps.
Yes.
And so essentially, it's all based on fear
Yes.
that kept him in that trap.
Yes.
And courage got him out. We say
Yes.
like courage to fly high.
Yeah,
Courage
there
to
you
get
go.
out of the trap.
Yeah.
Courage to smash the cage.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
To find courage again, like in his situation.
So in this situation, obviously, he used courage to get out of the trap. So in this situation, it's not like the movie type courage because, sometimes courage we associate to being fearless. In his case, he actually was fearful. He was actually was shaking. But yet he took action. He did forward motion. That made him courageous and he was able to get out of the trap. Right? Like it's a cliche to think, oh my God, he's courageous. Oh, is okay. Should I roar like a lion or run like a cheetah? No.
Yeah.
Be fearful. You can still be courageous, but in spite of being fearful. And that's what the movie he did. For example, with a relationship out of Marisol, right? And when she said, "You ain't Drake."
Yeah.
She undermined him in that moment. She questioned his talent.
Play
Right.
small. Stay small.
Yeah, stay small.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. You ain't Drake. You're never going to be Drake.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think you are? So we keep hearing all this, small things that they feed into people's mind. But Dushan chose courage in that moment by kicking her out of home, right? Because he said, get the hell out of my home, right? Because, people in a relationship, they are fearful, what will happen? I'm losing the relationship. And so, no, I'm going to be stuck with her. But he did not. So that's an act of courage in the movie. And then in other instances, he was vulnerable with the other girlfriend who was a stripper, Bella. I don't know why he chose a stripper, but that's for him to figure out the movie. So there, he was very open with her. Sometimes being honest is also healing. And that's what he was going through, right? Right?
Yeah, and I feel like that's interesting too because for a man in society, talking about feelings is kind of like a taboo.
It
like,
is.
You're not supposed to have feelings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
And so it also makes us look at Bella and to be like her.
Yes.
To be approachable.
Yes.
To be that kind of person where someone can come to us
Come
and
to
talk
us.
to us about something that they're struggling with or a dream
Yes.
that they want, and we get to be that person to encourage them.
Yes. And that's the role that she played. And so that's an act of courage, like you said, right? He was able to discuss not only the dream, but also the struggle. In spite of him being a man, because man is not supposed to display struggle. Man is always supposed to roar like a lion,
Yeah.
right? And that is what the society puts him in a trap. In this movie, he did not follow the typical courageous path, but he followed a path that allowed him to take action. And when you do a forward motion, even if you are fearful, even if you are shaking, and still take action.
Show up anyway.
Exactly. Show up anyway. Just do it, as the Nike slogan says, right?
Yeah,
just do it. even if you are shaking, just do it. That's what he did. And I think that's an act of courage.
And it's so interesting on how many times in our life we're faced with little decisions that we need courage for.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
all it takes is like 5 seconds
Exactly.
to click us into a decision.
Yes.
All it is a choice.
It is.
We can choose to be afraid and stuck in the trap. Or
Yes.
we can choose to see if those wings work and actually try something
Yes.
new and try to get out. Right?
And liberate yourself.
That's interesting you say that, because in the entrepreneurial world, you can attest to this.
Yes.
The more you do it,
Yes.
kind of like working out,
Yes.
the easier it gets.
It is.
And the more confidence you have in yourself, that you can do it again and again and again. And for me, I've lived around the world. I've started over with 2 suitcases. The more I start over and I put myself in uncomfortable situations, the easier when that next hard
100%.
happens or struggle, it's like, oh, I got this. I've been here before.
100%.
Would you say the same?
Oh,
in
100%,
business
1000%.
too?
I'm glad you said that, Daniel, because what you just revealed, some golden nuggets. What you just said, in order to be comfortable, you got to be uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. If you want to be comfortable, you will become uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And the more you become uncomfortable, you actually will become comfortable, is what you just said. Mm-hmm. And picking on what you said earlier also, it's like going to the gym. Mm-hmm. The more repetitions you have, the more muscle memory you're gonna have. Mm-hmm. And then subconsciously you will do this over and over, and then courage becomes part of your DNA.
And it's being comfortable in the uncomfortable.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And then that kind of takes away that
Yeah.
fear aspect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the trap breaker would be avoid overthinking by making decision in less than 5 seconds.
That 5-second rule.
Yes, 5-second rule applies. Mm-hmm. I mean, listen, when a tiger comes, you're gonna do some analysis and come back. What are you gonna do? You're gonna run.
You won't have any time to think
but
of all
yet,
the problems, of all the things that could happen. Right?
Yeah, but yet in our world, because we get into analysis paralysis, mm-hmm. and we never make decisions, and we keep feeding that into our inner mind, mm-hmm. and that little voice keep on saying it, stay in your lane, who the hell you are, mm-hmm. Stay low, stay small, et cetera, and then that inner noise keeps you trapped.
The inner noise, and it eats at our confidence.
It is.
Now, how would you define the difference between having confidence and courage? What's the difference with that?
So, confidence is something that you feel confident about making this happen, right? Whereas courageous, I would call that more into taking action or making a decision, mm-hmm. right? You could be confident, but you may not be ready to make a decision, mm-hmm. right? And I think they're somewhat like a brother and sister, if you will, mm-hmm. Confidence and courage, but they are different, right?
They are different.
They are different,
mm-hmm.
right? But I think they work together and nicely. If you have confidence, more likely you're going to have courage.
That is true.
Right? And if you're courageous, more likely you're going to be confident.
And the more action you take again, the more confident you are in yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So it feeds each other. Right?
Yeah.
So the moment, I see a lot of people who are talented. Mm-hmm. I mean, Daniel, I go with my own experience, right? I see so many people smarter than I, mm-hmm. right? Their IQ is a lot higher than I. They went to top schools than I, but they don't have the confidence that I have. Mm-hmm. So I can go and have a chat with you just like that. I can talk about all day long. And some people, they can't even face you, right? Mm-hmm. So they will be probably...
That's true. That is true.
Shaken by your beauty. That they can't even...
that.
No, I'm just saying that is also... It's a fact.
It is.
I'm not making it up, mm-hmm. right? I have no idea who you are, but I'm talking to you as if I've known you for 20 years.
And I feel like that.
Right? Would you agree or disagree?
Yeah, I do agree.
And the reason I say that is that people lack that confidence. And then I keep doing this over and over. Then I became courageous. Then I said, okay, let's do the podcast. How long did we discuss to do the podcast? You tell me. The very session,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be audition. We turned our audition into the live session by Bill, right? And so that's my definition of confidence and courage. And we took the action. The more we take, the more confident you get there.
The better you get.
And it's all like the same muscle memory, right?
And like you said, Nike, just do it.
Just do it.
Like just forward motion.
Yes.
One foot in front of the other. Just keep that momentum
going.
And then, like Nike, running, right? You're running, you have that forward motion. And in my head, I feel like there's the more action you're taking, the less you focus on the fear.
100%.
The less you focus on everything else that could go wrong.
Yes,
right?
yeah. I mean, even a ladder. I don't know if people who do some work, you don't count all the 25 steps in there. And if you're going to keep, oh my God, I got 25 steps, should I go? You won't go there. But if you take the first step, the second step, things go in. And I think, whether it is entrepreneurship, whether it is doing a podcast, whether you are an artist, whether you wanted to make an improvement in life, start with small steps. And then that's called courage.
And that's interesting too, like defining what it is you want.
Yes.
Because you can't really go in any direction if you don't really know what it is that you want.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And we can talk about fear that's stopping us, but defining what it is, right?
Yes.
Going forward.
Yes.
But there's a lot of things that can keep us held back.
It is.
Fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough.
Yep.
Right? Fear of
judgment.
What are other people going to
say about you? Think about you.
Yep. Fear of, for me, someone once said this to me. They said, you're a perfectionist, and that's why you don't start, because you fear that you're not going to be perfect at it. Doesn't mean that I can't do it. Just I won't be perfect at it. And I thought that is so interesting, because I'm very calculative and have to have everything has to be lined up. And I'm like, that's interesting. So I had to face the fear of not being perfect.
Yes.
At it.
Yes.
And like learning a new language and not saying the words perfectly.
Yeah.
And so that's also a fear.
Yeah.
Fear of not having that everything lined up and not being good at it right away.
Yeah.
Right?
You still need a binder for every decision.
I still need the pens and the folders.
Okay, got it. How many binders do you need, and how many pens you need?
Well, I got it down to one.
Well, that's good.
One is
great progress.
It's like the Bible. All my whole life is in it.
Fantastic.
But so we do have the fear. Well, for me, I was not being perfect.
Perfect.
What will my family think? But then we have the fear of being the first to break the mold. What does that mean?
Maybe the first in the family, right? For example, you come from a poverty. They want you to be in the poverty, right? You want to go to the college, then say, wow, he's leaving us. Mm-hmm. Or, you become so material wealth. Wow, he's just, trying to, it's basically it's flying free. But the people, the surrounding, it's an environmental trap, wants to be in that trap so they can get more out of you than less out of you.
That's interesting.
Would you say that, right? Yeah.
That is interesting you say that. I read in a book recently that people judge others if they feel like you're on the same level.
Yes.
But if the level's different,
nobody
judges if they feel like they're in your same level.
100%.
But when you go to a higher level or you're vibrating higher, then it's like, uh-oh. Like, there's a level of judgment trying to bring you back down, right?
It's like the crab mentality.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And define what that is. So
let me give you a parable or a story. Mm-hmm. Right? I never gave stories in MindTrap.
Here we go.
I'm going to start adding stories, right?
I like this. story time.
It's not a pillow talk, but it's a story time. Crabs are being transported in the ship, right? There are two barrels. I'm going to use the Indians as a metaphor, right? There is the Japanese barrel of crabs. So it will always be open. It was not closed.
And they're alive?
No, what's that?
They're alive?
Yeah, they're alive. It's always closed, right? And then there is an Indian barrel, will always be open.
Oh, boy.
So the guy who was mad said, Captain, why are you always leaving the Indian barrel open? Oh, don't worry about that. That crabs will never allow another crab to go up. He'll always trap him inside.
Interesting. He'll always let him.
No,
is that what happens? Like they always pull him down?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying, for a dramatic. I don't want the Indians to come after me for saying this on a podcast like that. This Tel guy said all Indians are crab. No, I'm trying to make a point. But even within the Indian community, I should say, there are a lot of people that want others to be successful, but some of them don't want to be successful because there are so many people, so they need to compete. And if everybody's a winner, then the competition, so they don't want others to succeed well. So what they try to do, like the example you mentioned, like much like a crab, the crab pulls the other crab. So the crab will never go to the top of the barrel, so the captain doesn't have to close the lid, leave the whole container open, because those crabs are going to keep them down, stuck to the ground.
Yeah.
But Daniel, even though could be a storytelling, but there is some truth to it. And I see in myself, a lot of people exhibit that characteristic, even though I used an Indian metaphor, but I've seen across all races, all classification, all nationality. Although there could be some differences, they don't want other person to do well.
And so that's
it's a human problem.
Yeah,
it's more of a human problem than me assigning to any nationality or any particular group of people.
And it starts with judgment.
It
and all it is could be words.
Yeah.
But then words turn into action and jealousy and all that stuff. Right?
All of them, we talked about it, right? Yeah, they go into that, right? It starts with comparison.
Yeah.
We spoke in detail about comparison before. How is he becoming successful? Okay. And then unchecked, all of a sudden this comparison now is all of a sudden it finds some root and some demons and all of them, and now all of a sudden it's jealousy. Oh my God, why is this person doing it? Why am I not doing it?
That's true.
Right? And then all of a sudden it's anger and animosity, all of a sudden poison, all of a sudden it's like a big monster in their head trying to overtake and overpower their entire life. I've seen many people go through that problem.
And I feel like that's also a fear.
It is.
That people don't even try to escape.
Yes.
The trap.
Yes.
The mind trap is because of what other people will think, or the damage other people could do, or feeling that weight of guilt.
Yes.
Right?
And courage is the escape plan for the trap. And confidence could be the brother and sister to the courage.
Yeah, and I feel like that energy, when you, like you said, when you look at other people that you admire, you're like, I want to admire good characteristics of them.
Out of them.
They have confidence and they have courage and they take risks.
And they take action over and over again. Yes. It's like the repetition in the gym. They go every single day, put 10 pounds, 20 pounds, 40 pounds, 60 pounds. Same thing. We got to take more of that courageous actions.
And we see that in the boardroom. We see that in
the block.
In the block.
And we see them in the burbs.
Yeah. And so how would you say the courage without getting out of that judgment, getting out of what other people think?
Yes. Because, within the block, I think it's more about, what if I, get out of it? Maybe, I'm leaving my people behind, right? In the burbs, you get used to it. You get used to sort of like a middle class type of lifestyle, I would say. And then they compare themselves to the celebrities, the Hollywood, the elite, so as to speak. And the boardroom, they have their own thing. And you now it's not about race or anything. It's more about class of people who they are vibing with,
Right.
right? I'm with the country club type of people. I ain't talking to the burros. They ain't got membership to the country club. You see what I'm saying? So that continues to be there, and we all get stuck in the trap, and we treat people differently because of that.
That is true.
It has nothing to do with the color of the skin. It's nothing to do with anything. Now it's more about the
Separate.
Yeah, it's a green dollar that's making the difference.
And it separates us too. I feel like
It is.
even in the boardroom, when you think of that, the division,
Yes.
you know, like, oh, I shouldn't have the ability to talk about ideas because I'm not a partner, or I'm not a part of that team, right?
Yes.
And so I'll just stay in my lane.
Exactly. Well, it's beautifully said, right? Like, oh, these are strategy people. I'm just the operations and HR. I shouldn't say that.
Yeah.
Right? It happens. And the guys may say, oh, these guys are salespeople. They bring money to the company. I will listen to them. You are sitting in the office. You ain't bringing no revenue. So therefore, I'm not going to listen. You sit there, piece of little thing there.
You sit your little thing over there.
Shut the fuck up and be quiet. Excuse my French, but that's what goes in their mind. I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
It's true.
I'm just saying what they are thinking out loud.
Yeah. And it's common. It's common, and that's
It's
what
normalized.
Yeah, and I feel like that's again fear of judgment, fear of speaking out against an idea or a solution or something
Yes.
that can benefit the company
Yes,
or the project. But we see that a lot,
right?
and that's happened to me quite a few times in business world as a woman.
It does.
But it only hurts me. It doesn't hurt. It's just me creating and assuming what they'll think or what they'll say. So again, that's my own mind trap.
So
not
how
anyone
would you
else's.
counter that, Daniel? If somebody is watching this podcast, a female,
Facing the fear.
okay,
And again, it's about having confidence in what you can bring
bring to the table.
to the table.
Got
Yeah.
it.
And that, again, to me, it's reinforcing that I'm valid. I'm valuable to the company. My idea might help or not, but if I don't speak up, then it doesn't do anything
Makes
any
sense.
good, right?
Makes sense.
So just having the courage. I mean, there's a place and time for when you can approach
100%,
stuff like
100%.
that. But the more you do it, the more
Muscle memory.
Yeah,
Yes.
the more value you bring.
100%.
And that goes into fear of rejection.
Yes.
Rejecting, maybe it's not going to be a good idea, so I'm just not going to say it. Right?
Yeah.
Or having, in dating, fear of rejection.
Oh, all the time.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna Shoot my shot.
Exactly.
Not going to shoot my shot.
and then you're gonna be lonely.
And then, yeah, then you'll, yeah.
How do you? I mean, but it's only in their mind. But much like my analogy is very simple, right? Much like basketball, you got to shoot as many as you can in the basket. Okay, some of them will land, some of them. But if you don't shoot, you ain't gonna win a game.
That's
and
true.
therefore, whether it's a dating game or a basketball game, all games you have to take more shots. Okay,
Yeah.
And even in the bar in a nightclub, you got to drink a lot of shots, right? So to feel yourself.
See?
So same concept applies across the board.
I agree. Whether
Right?
that's
So that's, I think you made an excellent point on the fear of rejection. A lot of people suffer from that. What is this girl going to think about it if I say this? What is this man, they constantly get into this mind trap. In fact, we should do a separate session just for dating
there.
alone.
Oh, can you imagine that? I was talking about dating. Oh, that would be a good one.
Right?
But it's so true. I mean, with how many people are just afraid.
Yes, to make the first move. And what is going to happen? If the girl says no, so be it. The life continues till the moon comes, till the sun comes. Just because that girl said no doesn't mean moon is not coming and sun is not coming and you're not stop breathing. Come on, relax.
It's true. And I feel like even with jobs, right? People
Yeah.
get nervous of going after the job
Yeah.
that they want, or they feel that. I feel like that there's an underlining root there. There's a lack of worthiness. You don't feel like you're worthy or you
Yeah.
deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you're doing the wrong repetition.
100%.
Maybe instead of making the baskets to keep trying,
Yes.
you're stuck in the cycle of
Not trying.
not trying, and that's where the comfort
Well
is.
said. Well said. Absolutely. I'm glad that you tied that in. They find comfort by telling their mind, don't try. If you try, you will fail.
Yeah.
If you not try, you're comfortable.
Right.
Because the girl didn't reject you. Still you're happy,
Yeah.
But that's not life. It's I would give the the boat analogy. The purpose of the boat is not in the dock. The purpose of the boat, it got to be on the water. And the purpose of a man or a woman or whatever, they got to be in a relationship. Otherwise, you are docked in the damn.
Oh, what a boring life, huh?
No, I'm just saying, what I'm saying is that the point I'm trying to make, and obviously people have to make their own choices. Not everything is hunky-dory. But since we are talking about the game of dating, and, I'm not a dating expert, I'm based on the trap mindset. I'm just helping people to get out of the trap.
Yeah.
So if they choose that is the right way to pursue, then their thought should not be their trap. And not trying should not be the trap.
That's it. And not being comfortable in that,
Yes.
right? Because that's
Yeah.
where it gets comfortable.
And courage, as you said before, is willing.
Yes. Is willing to try something new.
Yes.
Try something you're not
Yeah.
comfortable with. And it's an action and it's a choice,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And the more you do it, again, it
Yeah.
gets contagious.
Yes, it is.
Right?
It is.
But then we have the fear of failure. Again, we kind of talk about that with rejection,
Yes.
fear of failure, fear of, where I was talking about, being perfect, not being perfect
Yes.
at it. So I was going to fail at it. So I don't want to learn a new language
Yes,
because
yeah,
I might
yeah.
not say the words perfectly. But there's a quote, I forget who says it, but it says, fail faster.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's like the more times you do it, you go in with the mindset that you're not going to be good at it. So you just get that part
Oh,
over
100%.
with,
And
right?
I think all the software startups, they follow this new model, right? Fail fast. And soon enough, right? So that way you get to know what the pain points are. And you don't lose a lot of money. You don't lose your pant in a shirt, right? In the process. So as you said earlier, you even though you may be rejected, you're rejected fast enough,
Yes.
right?
You're expecting that.
You're going in.
Yeah. And just getting that out of the way.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah.
Yeah. Smooth
So-
sailing after that.
So if you need to, find your perfect mate or whatever, get rejected 10 times so you will get the right one,
That's it. That's it.
right?
That's going to be quite a few shots, though.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you go with that understanding, you'd be more willing to accept the rejection.
It's true.
And then instead of being afraid of failure, actually success will start coming in, right?
That
The
reminds me of
11th
like a-
girl that you go and see, she's going to feel that swag and the confidence. And then, oh my God, why is this guy shivering?
Right? They said, what was it's like, no means not yet.
Yes.
Like, just
yes.
just have that mindset. Like,
Yeah.
okay, this might be a no, but the next
But there's
one,
S coming in.
the
Yes,
next
is coming
one's
in.
Gonna be, yeah.
No is a prelude to the S.
Yeah, I like that. Fear of isolation. The more you get uncomfortable, the more you start reaching higher levels.
Yes.
You lose those people who were holding you down, right? Like,
Yes.
like the crab story. Once you get away from them trying to
Yeah.
pull you down to their level and you escape that,
Yes.
you're kind of alone. You're like, oh shoot, what
Yeah.
do I do? I got this whole sea that I can escape from all those
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
What would you suggest in a current sense of how to overcome isolation or that fear of being alone or fear of people not understanding you or fear of dreaming too big
Yeah,
and people
yeah.
not really getting that part?
Yeah. I mean, I do say that, obviously, I'm just going to give you the truth that from my own experience. As you start becoming more successful, Daniel, more often than not, the people that you travel with will not vibe with you. Because as we said earlier, jealousy would set in, comparison would be set in, all kinds of things will get in. You will start losing people. But the way I would operate would be to really get some people in the like-mindedness with people who are successful in the same wavelength, in the same energy. Yeah, you can still go there and hang out in the bar once in a while, but you don't go to the bar every day like you used to go before, because now your focus is more about, success and all that. And I think that's a real issue where you will be lonely. But what I'm trying to say to handle that, you accept that in order for you to reach those heights, you have to go lonely, because not everyone is fearless and they are fearful. Because they're going to be fearful, you're going to find far and few when you start scaling to those heights. As long as you are a sheep and you're within the sheep, they're comfortable. The moment you get out of the barrel, they're uncomfortable. And so therefore it's going to get lonely because there are no crabs to pull you down.
That's true.
Right? Then you're wandering on your own.
Yeah.
Before you are in the comfort of other crabs, you don't have to do any work, because anyhow they are trapped and they pull you down.
That's true. So now there's a whole new fear of
Unknown. Unknown. New environment, new situation, everything is new, and we need to handle that accordingly. And then, in a social setting, then you start doing things that will keep you going. That's why a lot of successful people, you will see they get into philanthropy, social causes, travel, add more hobbies to it. That would be the antidote to the isolation. Otherwise, as you start becoming more successful, as you start going into the top 1 percentile, 2 percentile, look at even celebrities.
Yeah.
They will tell you they have the money, they have the fame, they have the attention, but they are the most loneliest people. Why?
I think it's because they feel like people don't understand them. Or maybe they have it all and there's something off. What is it? Like, why shouldn't I be happy, right? I found that in my past relationships. And I thought, wow, I should be happy. Everything's perfect. What's wrong with me? Why am I still not what's going on? And for me, it was lack of purpose. Like we talked about last episode. I didn't have something that I was significantly doing to give back. And my life was just perfect. And then I'm cycling and why am I still unhappy? And I just didn't have something bigger than me that I was working for.
Got it.
Right? Or I wasn't creating anything.
Got it.
Have you ever felt that?
Yeah. Because it's what you're saying to me is the mind always looks for changes.
Challenge. We need to be challenged.
Challenges, yeah. Otherwise, like you said, I have everything, nice fancy dinners, nice car, mansion, driving around, da-da-da-da-da. And the mind says, well, it's a normal. It has gotten normalized. There is no challenge. All of a sudden, you're out there is challenge, it's excited. You're alive. The life has come back.
Yeah.
So basically, you need a larger than life type of situation to really stimulate and activate the mind and the brain and keeps you alive over and over. You see what I'm saying? Otherwise, that is why the celebrities, they have accomplished everything. Thousands of people following them, this and that, but yet they are so lonely. And since we talk about lonely as the key thing, that's my take on it.
Yeah. And I think too, like when I was working at the law firm, I was working insane hours, and I would get home and I'd want to stare at a wall and do something mindless, but I was not happy because I wasn't doing anything creating. I didn't even have mind space. I was so worked that I didn't.
Preoccupied.
Yeah, that I didn't have any creative mind space to write or do anything. So I feel like that could also be, that's why musicians use music as an outlet
Yes.
to create and
Yes.
to stimulate their mind and challenge.
Challenge themselves. Just because XYZ may think that you have everything perfecto, 10 out of 10,
Yeah.
but in your mind, you may not be perfecto, right?
Right.
In your mind, there is still a longing within the mind to look for something that is missing. And that missing could be creativity. In my case, it could be pursuit of entrepreneurial ventures. Because every time I work on a new business, I come alive. I just can't explain why. It's not so much about the money. As you said, it's more about purpose-driven, and you're so passionate about it that it's almost like birthing a child,
Yeah.
right? You're bringing something new to the world that the world has not seen. There is a tremendous amount of energy that the creative energy, your mind, the body, everything gets. That's my experience so far.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like planting a seed, right? These little seeds, and you're watching it grow, and you're planting it every day. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
adding
yeah.
more effort every day, and then you get to reap the
Yeah.
fruit of it.
Yeah.
But there's so many people who are afraid that, what if I plant it and it won't grow?
Yes.
What if I give my time and energy to something and nothing really comes of it, right?
And you won't know it unless you try.
Yeah.
Just do the damn
Just
thing and see what happens.
try it.
Try
right?
it. Just give it a try. Don't.
Fail faster.
Yes.
Try different things.
Yes. And get out of the trap.
Shoot the shot.
Shoot the shot.
Shoot the shot. And I feel like so many people are focused on the how
Yes.
versus the what.
Yes.
And so we kind of went over earlier on different things to kind of get out of these fears. And one of them was visualizing.
Yes.
Visualizing, how does that help you in your life? Because that's a big one.
It is. It is. The way any project, right? Daniel. So I always visualize. If I work on a new company or a new building that I wanted to get, I just look at how that would look like even in my own mind. And then I almost like start believing that I'm actually walking into the building. So I visualize myself in 5 years, 6 years, whatever that is, doesn't matter. Oh, this is how the logo is going to look like. Then I try to collapse that and bring into 2025 today. And then I start walking towards it. More often than not, they all end up becoming true. You know why? The reason is not just me talking some spiritual, some BS. It's actually true because your brain doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is not real, right? So you almost hack your own brain by that powerful visualization.
So when you visualize as it is
Already existing.
But you don't focus on the how and all the
No,
little
I
tiny
don't
steps.
care about all that. The how will take care of itself.
That's so funny you say that, because I took a leadership course, I'll say, a 6-month course. The most intense thing I've ever done in my life. And one of the assignments or things we had to do was we had to feed thousands of people within 30 minutes.
Okay.
And I forget the number. It was like 1 million people or something. I'm like, the task itself to feed that many people within 30 minutes, and I'm thinking to my team, like, how are we gonna do this? Like, I'm sitting at my desk at my house, like, with 30 minutes, what am I gonna do? And it was like, okay, instead of focusing on the how, just focus on one thing at a time, right?
Yes.
And then it took us probably 20 minutes to just kind of, all right, let's figure out how to make this happen now, right?
Yes.
And we did it. Isn't that crazy?
100%.
And looking back, I'm like, wow, that we actually made that happen. And how it happened was kind of irrelevant.
Yes.
But because how it happened was there was this online thing where people can buy meals. Oh no, I forget exactly how we had we had to feed so many people so many meals within a period of time. And the hack was that we had this site we found that we could feed, that like if somebody donated $1, we could feed like 20 people or something. And so then we ended up meeting that goal. But when I saw it like on paper, this is what we had to do in 30 minutes, was so big until I took the time and figured out the how. So for me, going through that leadership class over and over and over again on these different assignments seemed impossible. And then to actually see it be possible.
100%.
It just trains our brain that it's like anything is possible.
Possible, 100%.
Anything is possible. 100% is possible 100% of the time.
100%.
And so again, with you, visualizing that end goal, that building, that logo, that company.
100%.
You just know it's going to come true.
Yes. You know what you just did, Daniel?
What?
In the last 3-4 minutes, you are just using the tagline of Kaiba.
What's that?
Making the impossible possible.
No way!
Yeah.
Now that gave me goosebumps. That's
exactly
it.
That's
Making the impossible possible.
Because it's all in your mind.
Yeah.
So, that's what I visualized and said, if you visualize that, the impossible becomes possible. It's not a cliche. It's not a tagline that you throw them on a wall, take some pictures and put them on social media. But what I am saying, I'm actually living through it, and I believe in every step of the way, including launching the podcast MindTrap itself. When, like, for a couple of weeks ago, we never had a logo, but we visualized what the logo would look like. Now it found its life. Now we are working on putting together the website, the social media call out. How do we create a challenge? How do we turn them into a movement? Now, we all visualize that very early on. We didn't even record a single episode, for God's sake.
That's
right?
true.
Right?
Yeah.
And so now, you talked about, going to, colleges and schools and universities, and then come up with a workshop, and we didn't even have a first reel out there, for God's sake, right?
That's true. Yeah.
If that is not visualization, I don't know what else is. It's just that if we keep doing more and more of that, then we get more and more out of our own brain, and then it becomes a reality.
Yeah.
Then it's not a visualization anymore. Basically, you're collapsing the reality into 2025.
And again,
and compress the timeline.
That is so true. And the more you do it, like you said earlier, you believe it.
Yes.
And that is the magic.
100%.
When you believe you already have it,
yes,
you start living your life as
100%.
if it already is.
Yeah.
And then it's only an equation that it will be.
Exactly.
Right? It's only a matter of time.
Exactly. The time is the only factor that is left. Everything else is made.
Yeah. Exactly.
In your own kitchen. You already made the recipe. You just, when you're going to cook it and deliver, is all left. And that's how I look at it.
And so when we think of these traps, like when we were talking about the bird in the trap.
Yeah.
Right?
You like that, right?
I like the bird. I love the bird one, the fly high, and the elephant. This elephant is tied to this pole, and he just has to believe he's an elephant.
Exactly. And tied to a rope.
Yeah. And that he has that power. And so, again, that's another thing, another goal of this podcast is to empower people. Yeah. They can do anything that they put their mind to.
All they need to be is willing.
Willing. I like that.
When you are willing, God is also willing. God willing.
That is true. And so when we're visualizing, maybe we'll put it on paper, right?
Yes.
I like to do my goal lists. I write my goals out, and I like to see it every day. Some people put sticky notes. Some people have a journal, and they read it every day. And they have a goal. They're working towards something. But also there's some fears tied to that. There's the problems, I guess we would say, like the things that are going to hinder us from reaching it. Why is it important to address the fears? Why is it important to name them?
Because once you name them, it loses its power. It almost gets shrinked, right? Because if you don't identify, first of all, you need to identify the fear and acknowledge the fear. Like even in the movie Trap City, the rapper, Deshaun, the character, he acknowledges fear. And then that fear went away.
Yeah.
Right.
He was talking to, is it Bella?
Bella. Yeah.
He was telling her.
Yes.
About
everything, his insecurities and everything. So he was able to find a comfort in her that he could share and still not be judged. That gave him the window to express to her. In that process, he became confident and he became courageous. And that's how he got out of it, right? Similarly, we have to exercise that in our own life, is what I am saying.
So not give it power.
Yes.
Be aware of it.
Yes.
Being aware that this could be something that bothers us
Yes.
or is on our mind. But also having the courage to talk about things.
Yes.
And talk about the struggles.
Yes.
But also being careful who we talk to.
100%.
Because I find that there are some people who encourage.
Yes.
And then those
who discourage
and just talk about all the problems
and enjoy your misery at their at our expense.
That is true.
Right? And actually they become happy because of the misery that other people go through. I don't know why those people exist on planet Earth, but I must tell you they do exist.
They do exist. So it's being mindful of who we talk about our dreams to. Because
100%.
there are people who support and root for you and want to see you win. But then there's those who take joy
100%.
in your struggles and
And we talked about it, right, Daniela? We talked about the community. It's extremely important. The kind of community that you want to create that vibes with the same energy, and the frequency, right? And it could be similar hobbies, similar interest, similar psychological profile, similar personality. Maybe we are all tuned spiritually, from the same, wavelength. It's up to us to do that. And if we don't do the homework and we just do everything with people whoever we find in the street, then who's to be blamed? Us. Right? You have to choose that.
It is a choice.
Generally, all people are nice, but then when we are talking about improving the quality of life, we wanted to get ahead. And therefore, you only have a certain amount of time, money, and energy in the world to allocate. And one has to choose wisely to do that.
That is true.
Right? Right? Because that's going to affect your energy level. And much like time and money, energy must also be spent wisely. Otherwise, you'll run out of juice, much like your iPhone, and you'll be constantly looking for to charge more. Same thing, right? So if you have 100% energy level in a given day, you want to spend that energy with the right kind of people.
The givers who energize. Who believers who root instead of takers that are
take
like
you down.
The crabs.
Yeah, they take you down, right?
Back down,
So it's equally important to have that kind of people in your circle. And after all, as we discussed many times, we are just the average of the 5 people in our circle. And true. Imagine if you have 2 negative Nancy and 1 Debbie Downer, maybe let's add 2 Debbie and you, what will happen to you? You will never do anything. Those Debbies would say, hey, this podcast will never take off. Don't do it. Bill sucks in his area, in a production. Tell is useless. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, there are people who will be saying that. And so, oh my God, I don't know these cats, and should I do, not do? Yeah. And the answer would have been not do it. But yet, you had the courage. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to check this out. And here we are. Now we have a full blossoming MindTrap podcast that's going to change thousands and thousands people's life, if not millions.
And I think it's interesting because it's just like taking that basket, and the more you shoot, the better you get. The better your stand gets, the better your arm gets, the better precision, that is the word, it gets to make the basket.
3 points, then you end up become a 3-pointer. Your average, your shooting average shoots up.
And then you start conditioning, and then you start
believing more and more, because I'm gonna stand in that line. What's the difference between LeBron James and other guys? He has some in his muscle memory. He is subconsciously shooting more and more. He's been practicing more and more.
And every successful person started off as inexperienced.
100%.
Everyone started in the beginning. Everyone started the same. It was just, the more successful people, they just try again.
Try again. And they're waiting for your opportunity to come, and lo and behold, it will always come.
And that was another thing that we talked about, is like those micro bravery.
Yes.
The more wins.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Little wins every day. That's why, they say to make your bed in the morning.
Yes.
It starts off in your brain as you won.
Yes.
You completed a task.
Yes.
You did something. And again, it's having control.
100%.
It's like, okay, I followed through on what I said I was going to do.
Yes.
And the more we do that, those small little wins
100%.
every day, it adds up.
Oh, it has a cascading effect. And it does we don't have snow anymore here, but it has a snowballing effect.
Yeah, that is.
Little things, right? And the brain doesn't know the difference. It's an accumulation of wealth. Similar to that, the brain keeps, oh, wow, he made it. And all of a sudden, you are more confident, more courageous. Now you can get out of your trap. And if you don't do that, oh my God, I messed up my coffee. My thing spilled. Oh my God, I'm not good for anything. Oh God, I don't know what my idiot boss is going to tell me today. Sucks. I don't want to go to work. Why is weekend not coming? Hey, you just started Monday. Already you're counting weekends. So now think about your mind.
That's interesting you mentioned. It can have a positive effect on us, but it can also have a negative.
Yes.
If we are what are we cycling?
100%.
Are we cycling the small wins? Are we winning every day? Are
Yes.
we stuck on cycling, woe is me, this,
Yeah.
I'm not good? And we're, what's that book? Oh, the 4 Agreements. It's like keeping our word and our promise to ourselves. Is key. The more we break our promise to ourselves, the more we start to unconsciously believe we're not good enough.
Yes.
We can't do it, right? The more times we don't show up.
Yeah.
Or we have an excuse.
Yeah.
Or we have I call it breakdown.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
That to me is a breakdown when I'm not following through on a promise I said I would do.
100%.
Go to the gym. Oh, I have another excuse. I didn't go to the gym. So, okay, I'll go tomorrow. And then it's a cycle.
Tomorrow, which year?
That's a good one. That's actually a really good one. Which year? How many years?
Yeah, I'm going to still go to tomorrow.
Yeah. But I mean, it is true, right?
Yes.
Like depends on what story we're telling ourselves.
Yes. I mean, of course, there can be, only few Drakes in the world. There can be only, few LeBron James in the world. But the fact of the matter, you don't have to be one all the time or every time. You can be still your own LeBron James in your own world. And you could be still your own Elon Musk in your own world, right? But then with all the people that making them, oh, you ain't Drake, you're small, stick to your lane, you don't belong there. And over time, and they keep hearing the same thing from the circle of 5, what do they believe?
Yeah.
And they will believe much like an elephant.
They'll believe, they're small.
Yes.
They're weak.
Yes.
They can't.
They won't.
Yes. That's why my mom always said, you are who you hang out with.
Yes.
People, based on who you surround yourself with, says a lot about you.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, surround yourself with the believers who are going to root for you no matter what. Even
Am I okay now? Because I'm hanging out with you, right? So I checked that.
You checked the box.
Check the box. Okay, good. So
but again, another thing too is we need that grounding.
Yes.
We're not always going to have our circle
Yes.
to remind us that we're okay. We're on the right path. Sometimes we need some grounding.
100%.
And you've mentioned you meditate.
Yes.
What other things would you say?
No, I would
ground you.
Yeah, I think
When you have to be your own hero, like Deshaun, you have to be your own cheerleader, your own
cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I use several Daniel, right? Yoga, I do yoga.
Oh.
Lately, I'm almost doing every day. I do meditate almost every day these days, and it shows up on me, right? And I'm able to, words are flowing. And it just, sometimes things are just, I'm taking from the universe. I don't know how and where it is coming, but it is coming. Reading books, traveling, being outdoors, kayaking, all of them allows me to be grounded, and instead of being stuck in the concrete. When I say concrete, you mean the city life. So I try to escape from the city life and then expose myself to the beautiful universe and the nature that we are so blessed with. It allows me to be grounded. In that moment, then I realize, I go in there and I go back, in and out, allows me to be grounded.
It's
right?
It's having gratitude.
Yes.
It's like you see what is around us.
Yes.
This beautiful
Yes.
earth that we have to be so grateful for.
100%.
And it's something bigger than you.
100%.
Right.
Yeah. As Pitbull said in his lyrics, any day above the ground is a great day.
That is
So
true.
that's why I walk on the ground.
Yeah. That's a good spot to walk.
Right?
Yeah, but no, that's true. Like to have that gratitude.
You have to. I mean, Daniel, people who lost their limb in a war, they would like to trade place with you.
Yeah.
People fighting for cancer in a hospital in a heartbeat wants to trade their life with you. But yet we have everything and we continue to believe we don't have anything. Right?
Or it's not enough, or we're always focused on the next.
Yes.
Yeah.
But not focus on what we already have. Right? What we already have, once, like you said, gratitude is such a powerful emotion that will help you to get out of the trap. Even if you're trapped by your circle,
Yeah.
just that one act alone will allow you to do that. That is why if you look at a lot of successful people, they came from a background that is not so favorable to them. They were able to use the adversity and the setback as an opportunity,
Yeah.
right? And they turned the tides.
The pain to power.
Well, it's a beautiful,
Yeah.
wow.
But they don't focus on the pain. They use it as momentum.
100%.
And we see that in Trap City.
Yes.
We see where he came from and where he chose he didn't want to be anymore.
100%.
It was a choice.
100%.
And he chose to keep making those baskets. He chose to change his mindset
Yeah.
about
Yes.
his circumstance.
Yeah, I like that. Sometimes, we should use the pain for power and not pain for medication.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
And not mask it.
Yes, and not mask it. And not masking is courageous.
Yeah.
I like what yes.
Because you actually have to feel it.
Yes.
Right?
It's a feeling.
You have to feel the pain.
Yes.
But we can use that momentum
Yes.
to turn it into something good
100%.
versus masking it and avoiding
Yes.
feeling.
Okay.
Right,
When is your next church session? Hallelujah.
Hey,
Amen.
That's it. That's it.
You just
Pain to
nailed
power.
it. Yeah. You just
like that.
nailed it. I like that because that's if that's not a powerful message, I don't know what else is. Right? Because by constantly us keep on talking about pain, we actually become very painful to ourselves. And it become a toxin and it become a toxic. And that leads to so many health issues, as we said earlier. And you become what you think. And you become what you eat. And you also become who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
and see how much all these things have such a profound effect and impact on one's life. But yet we take them all for granted, and we act as if they have no influence, as if we are a Teflon Don, like a John Gotti, and we are immune to such things, but nobody's immune.
No, we're all human, unfortunately.
Yes, right?
But I think that's where we need to accept. This is where acceptance comes in, and knowing that we're all going to feel this pain.
Yes.
We're going to feel fear.
Yes.
These are natural human
100%.
feelings. But we can use that to our
advantage.
And our advantage.
Momentum. I like the momentum.
And we can use that to push us in forward motion.
100%.
And to use it to pedal harder.
100%.
And use it to get us to that end goal that we visualize will be. It's coming, right?
100%.
But just not focusing on the pain.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
The more we focus on the headache and the more focus on, that we have.
Yeah.
They say an anxiety, right? For me, my anxiety is very physical, right? Like my arms go numb. And I'll tell this story one day when we have a little bit more time, but I got rushed to the ER because I was having stroke-like symptoms. Like my whole body went paralyzed. Couldn't speak, couldn't talk, couldn't feel, like literally just couldn't feel. It was strange. Get rushed to the ER, and all the tests came back normal, right? And so the psychiatrist came in and he says, it's trapped emotion.
Oh, wow.
You need to release.
Release it.
He asked me, when's the last time you cried? And I couldn't even remember, like for years. And this was just after my dad passed, and I never cried. And it was just like, to know that your emotions and your feelings can get trapped in your body, and then they can like cause actual issues.
100%.
So they say to ground you, to like focus on all the things, at least 5 things that you can see, touch, feel, taste, hear, right? And then anytime I feel anxious and I get those sensations, I'll be like, okay, there's a camera, there's a light, and like your eyes are going, and it's taking the focus off of what you feel.
Wow.
Right?
Yes.
And so again, that's kind of what we're talking about. It's like, yes, you know the pain is there, but don't focus on it. Focus on the forward motion. Focus on the light. Focus on the chair. Focus on everything else to get you out of that pain state.
Got it.
And then again, visualizing.
Yes.
Focusing on that goal.
Yes.
Doesn't mean it's not there. Just isn't what you focus on.
Yes.
Right? And then your body starts to calm and it starts to ground you.
100%.
Right? That's kind of what meditation does for you.
It does. Meditation kind of takes you there naturally.
Yeah.
It gets you into that state.
Because you're not focusing on anything but nothing. Right? You're trying to get your mind to the nothing.
Nothing. Basically, you're allowing it to settle.
Yeah.
Because right now it's unsettled.
Right.
Because
it's thinking about
something. It's like a monkey mind. It's jumping from one tree to another tree. And you say, hey, monkey, don't run from us. Stay in the same tree.
Stay in the tree. I like that. I'm going to have to focus on that now.
Yeah.
But we do see Deshaun. He broke away.
Yes.
From the fear.
Yes.
Fear of judgment.
Yes.
Rejection.
Yes.
Failure. Isolation.
Yes.
Fear of comfort.
Yes.
Right? Because he wasn't comfortable in his lifestyle, but I mean, he was comfortable. He wasn't challenged, right? Because he wanted that rap career.
Yeah.
And we saw him break free from that.
Yes.
And to summarize how he did, he had to make a choice.
Yes.
And the choice was to have courage.
Yes.
The choice was to do it anyway.
Yes.
To do it scared, to do it despite all the noise.
Yes.
The choice to get uncomfortable.
100%.
And so we're challenging those to get uncomfortable. Do one uncomfortable thing a day.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And those little wins will
add up. It's like your bank account. They do add up. You'll put more deposits.
More deposits
every
in the
day.
Bank.
Yeah.
I like that.
So all of a sudden, your fear bank will go bankrupt, and your fearless bank will add more. And
there you go. Or even when you work out,
Yeah.
stronger your muscles
Yeah.
get,
Yeah.
the stronger your
Mind
mind.
gets.
Because the mind is like a muscle, isn't
It is. It is.
And so the stronger you get, the more you train it
Yes.
to be uncomfortable. The more you get addicted to it,
Yes.
actually.
And you become very resilient by, you
I like that word.
And naturally, you will be able to handle, as you said, pain to power. It will handle high levels of pain.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have more tolerance. Your tolerance level goes up.
Yeah,
More tolerance level goes up, your success goes up,
I like that.
and your bandwidth goes up.
And it becomes contagious.
Exactly.
People will be drawn to that energy.
Courageous, yes, it's contagious.
Courageous is contagious.
Yes,
I like
yes,
that.
yes.
I like the ring to that.
Exactly. Let's make it a ringtone.
There you go. Also, I like the word where you said, you don't need to be fearless. You need to be willing.
Yes.
You need to just be willing to try something.
Yeah,
new. Willing to get uncomfortable. Willing to go for it.
Because that itself is fearless, right? If you're taking action, that's fear. What we are trying to do in our society, we don't have to do all this macho BS all the time, right? Even shaking and being shivering and still do it anyway, it's an action, it's a forward motion. You are getting ahead in life, and that's all it matters.
Take the risk.
Take the risk and take the plunge. Yes.
Jump.
Yes.
Because you won't learn how to swim if you don't jump.
Exactly.
You don't get off the damn dock.
Exactly. I mean, imagine Daniel, right? Okay, it's like, okay, I'm going to learn swimming. Okay, I'm going to read the YouTube manual. I'm going to run around like looking, you will never learn swimming. Swimming is learned by actually swimming, not by reading
getting in the water. Yeah.
Same thing in life, applies in life and business. Whether it is a dating life, whether it is an entrepreneurial life, whether it is a sports life, all of them are, that is why I keep pushing people, start doing. There is more in the knowing by doing.
Yeah.
There is no knowing in the knowing.
I like that. Do more.
Yeah.
Do more.
Yeah, keep doing it. And now, you and I can do this MindTrap podcast all day long, nonstop for 10 hours. How? This is our 6th or 7th episode. And we are a pro now.
Yeah.
And they can put us anywhere on this goddamn planet Earth, and we will talk about trap all day long. And we are the trap experts. Not the real trap, but the mind trap.
MindTrap experts. Fly high. Do it scared.
Yes.
Do it anyway.
Yes, do it anyway.
Do more.
Yeah.
Have courage.
Yes.
Flip the script.
Yes.
Fly high.
Fly high.
Fly high. What's the other one? Who says?
Who says is the number one on the list?
Who says?
Yeah.
Who says? Yeah. Pain to power.
Yes.
We got quite a few of them in our go bag. So today we kind of touched on quite a bit.
Yes.
Being brave.
Yes.
Being brave, having courage.
Yes.
The bravest person in the room is
who takes action.
The one who takes action.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Not the one who's like, yeah, this and that, yeah.
Who's still sitting on the train, right? Like forward motion.
Yes.
Who's pedaling the bike, right?
Yes.
And challenging the brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's also something that we want to get more into is challenging.
Yes.
Because that's where our happiness is, when we get to create.
100%.
When we try something new and we're doing more. And facing, the more time we face the fear, we shrink it.
100%.
And so we're encouraging everybody to, face one little fear this week.
Every single day.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Add those small wins, just little things. Keeping our promise to ourselves.
Yes.
We say we're going to do something, follow through.
Follow through.
No more excuses. Just follow through with it. Try new things. Try something new.
Yes. And the life will thank them.
Yeah. Try something. Try a new recipe. Try a new food. Try something, a cartwheel.
Yes.
Try something new, right?
Yeah,
like
100%.
Something that's going to make them uncomfortable and prove it to ourselves that even if we're not good at it, we showed up.
Yes.
Just show up.
Yes.
And so
It's not to impress others. It's not to convince others. It's to convince ourselves.
It's to add another layer to ourselves that adds confidence.
100%.
That's like, I showed up.
100%.
I did it. Did I tell you about how I tried out for an NFL cheerleading team?
No.
Oh my
When was
gosh.
this?
So I used to be a cheerleader
Okay.
back in the day. And I always thought, I want to try out for an NFL team. You know? How cool would that be?
Okay.
But I'm 10 years older than most of these, well, let's say 15 years older now, than all of these cheerleaders. But I'm like, who says I can't do it? Right?
Got it.
And I showed up for the training. And I practiced splits and all this stuff. And I was, okay, I can do that. I can hang at that level. College level, I can hang, okay.
Wow.
NFL, I go in for the
You're
first
leveling up.
training. And they're doing this, like, fast dance. And I'm trying to keep up with them. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't have it. And then they do this split thing in the air. And we had to do it across the floor.
Okay.
Right? So I had to do, like, 8 of them.
Okay.
In front of 40 other people. I don't even want to tell you what I look like doing this. Like, air kicks and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, there's no way I can actually be like on an NFL field looking like this. But I kept showing up and making a fool out of myself, I'm sure, because I'm, 15 years older than these girls and they can dance and do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But I showed up and I trained and I was so proud of myself that even though I decided not to go through with it, the tryouts or whatever, I got to train with them, right? And I showed up, even though it made me so uncomfortable, even though it probably embarrassed me. They were so supportive. And that was what I wanted. And what I got out of all that was now I have all these friends that are cheerleaders.
Got it.
Natural cheerleaders.
Got it.
Root for you in life, right?
Yes.
And it was, again, like one of those moments that stuck in my mind, like, I can't believe I did that and looked silly in front of all those people. But then I got the benefit out of it.
Yes, 100%.
Right? I got to have some really cool friends and still have that
support.
memory,
Yes, 100%.
right?
Yeah.
And that experience. Have you ever done that? Tried something and and you're like, oh boy. Have you?
No, not like lot of those things. I mean, some of them are extremely successful. Like like when I was trying to buy the companies, much bigger than what I could afford or what I could handle. Some of them turned out to be good, right? But sometimes you put a lot of time, energy. It's a moonshot.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And sometimes, you cannot land the moon, but somebody have to do it to get there, which is what you just described. And so I do exhibit there probably when I was a lot more younger. I used to do that. Probably, I'm not doing those kind of shots anymore, taking those kind of shots. So maybe I reduced my risk tolerance or the risk profile over the years. But I do that.
So you mean we got to get you more, we got to challenge you?
Yeah, this
Maybe
is
a
not
rap song?
Exactly.
We got to get you on our outro?
Exactly, outro on that. Yeah, what's up? Yo, Daniel, let's get it, MindTrap.
Hey, we could get you rapping.
Yeah. You vibing okay? Let's get it.
Let's get it. I like that.
Yeah.
No, we covered quite a bit on what courage looks like, feels like. We talked about the fear aspect of it. We talked about the courage, having bravery.
Yes.
We talked about different things we should keep in mind.
Yeah.
When we're faced with a decision.
Yeah.
Relationship, job, something, maybe a dream.
100%.
That we feel is too big, but who says we can't have it? So going back, we're just encouraging again to get uncomfortable.
Yes.
Get uncomfortable. Face those fears, small wins every day.
Yes.
And redefine what courage means in our life, right?
Yeah. So courage is something there that you are willing to do it regardless of whatever the odds of success are, right? And courage doesn't have to be fearless. Because I think our society is conditioning us in a sense like, okay, got to be courageous equals fearless. What we are saying, our definition is very simple. Our definition of courage is taking action. And courage, you could still be scared. You could be still shivering in your pants, in your shirt, and still do it anyway. Like you said, you just showing up is also an act of courage. Because when those acts of courage are done repeatedly, your confidence goes through the roof.
Yeah.
And then confidence goes through the roof, then you become more courageous. It's, you get into a sort of like a virtuous cycle or a loop that keeps you going and going and going. And then you do that over and over, you're gonna, by default, you're gonna be successful.
And I like how you said that courage feeds confidence.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And confidence feeds courage, right?
Yes.
So it kind of works together.
Exactly.
And it's just rewiring our brain.
Yes.
To that we can get out.
100%. We can get out of the trap.
Out of the trap.
Yeah.
And the more times we do it, proving to ourselves.
Yes.
Having that courage.
Yes.
The easier it is.
And you will not be the elephant, tied to the pole. You will not be bird which has a lot of feathers stuck in the cage. And the cage, by the way, is open.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just like mind blown. Like it's open.
Just fly high.
Just fly high. That's it. Just do it.
Why are you going to the cage which is open and again being in there and thinking that you cannot fly? And unfortunately, Danielle, a significant amount of people, even though we are saying those metaphorically, they all live in their own mind trap. And that's what this podcast is all about. I'm so glad. I think I really enjoyed the conversation today with you because, today in this episode, you asked a lot of pointed questions, very detailed, very specific. And I would say, sometimes, your question came as if you are a licensed psychiatrist or a psychologist.
No.
No, it because, that's how, I felt it in the conversation. I'm hoping that the audience will feel the same.
Yeah.
Because it's very much needed. Why go to, the psychologists and psychiatrists when they can listen to MindTrap Podcast?
That's it.
And it is free.
And it's free. Encouraging you to be free.
Yeah.
Fly
Trap free.
Stay wild.
Stay wild.
Stay free.
Stay free. And this is MindTrap.